When it comes to uncertainty, would you say that you've got resilience or baggage? How to explain and explore uncertainty with your family is the topic of today's video. Hi everyone, I'm Jodi. I'm an art therapist and service provider for a program of United Way of Door County called CreativeSTRIDE. Our mission is to empower school-aged youth and their families through creativity and wellness education. In today's video, we're talking about uncertainty. Now, there's no doubt about it, we live in uncertain times, and that can be hugely stressful. But the silver lining here is that we have the opportunity to explore with our families the topic of uncertainty in a way that's empowering and builds resilience. Now, uncertainty can be hugely stressful, especially for individuals who do not adapt well to change, or for younger kids who aren't really sure what uncertainty means. They might just be responding with fear and worry to the unknown, but not actually able to name what uncertainty is. Especially during these times, we can all be reminded that uncertainty is a normal part of life. We can plan and organize, but unexpected things are still going to happen. We can't control everyone and everything. The more that we can acknowledge that uncertainty is unavoidable and in fact normal, the more resilient we can be. So here are 4 ways that you can talk to your family about uncertainty so that they can learn how to manage it more effectively. Number 1. Acknowledge that uncertainty is a normal part of life. In fact, you can explain to your children that birth and death are pretty much the only things that are certain. Everything else in between is uncertain. This isn't something that needs to be feared, just accepted. And when they accept that this is normal, they can choose how they want to deal with the uncertainties that arise. Number 2, recall previous victories. Uncertainties happen all the time. Remember that first day of school? Or meeting someone who became a good friend, or wondering what was inside that big, huge Christmas present. When your child is reminded how many uncertainties they've overcome, they can be more inspired and empowered to deal with the uncertainties of the day. Number 3, focus on helping others. When your child is focused on uncertainty in their world, they're focused on themselves and their world starts to shrink. They start to focus on their own problems. When they can redirect their energy towards helping someone else, they feel good about helping, they receive positive feedback, their attention is outward, and the stress and anxiety around uncertainty can start to shrink. Number 4, discover the treasure. It is so easy to focus on the negativity when it comes to uncertainty, so challenge your child to look for opportunity and possibility. Have them name 2 to 4 positive outcomes of this particular uncertainty. So after you've discussed uncertainty and acknowledged that it's a normal part of life, it's time to accept the emotions and other stresses that are going on with the uncertainties of this time. For today's art prompt, we're going to make a big bag of uncertainty. For this art prompt, all you need is a bag. Now, I like to use a grocery bag, but any bag will do. You can also use a box or make a bag out of newsprint or paper and even decorate some sort of existing handbag. Have fun with this. You can decide if you want the bag of uncertainty to be creepy and scary, or if it's like an amazing, magical, transformational bag. You can have people make faces. I did a little face here. And just have fun with it. They can decorate all of the different sides. This is very much like the box project that we did last week. Next, have your family members write or draw the emotions that they have related to the uncertainties of these times. They might be fears, they might be worries, but just make sure that they do one drawing or one written piece for each one, not like a huge list, one at a time. And don't forget to look for the silver linings or the treasure hunt. Have each person identify 2 or 3 positive things that could be an outcome of these uncertain times. As each person completes their fear, worry, or hope about uncertainty, they can discuss what it is they have on the paper as they put it in the bag. Now, what's really great about this particular exercise is that it's an opportunity to practice mindful listening. As family members share what they're putting in the bag, it can be really easy to either minimize a concern or try to fix it. So in mindful or active listening, let the person really own and be with their concern. Your job as a listener is simply to hear what they have to say and respond with something like, "Well, I'm really glad to know that," or "I can relate," or "That's understandable," or "That must be really hard for you." Now, in terms of addressing what's in the bag, we'll get to that later on in this exercise. When everyone's done placing things inside of the bag, it's time to have a group discussion. And the first thing is to ask how people feel now versus before the discussion about uncertainty. Maybe ask some of the things that they learned about themselves or each other through the discussion. And then decide what to do with the things in the bag. This is your time to circle back on maybe some specific issues or concerns and to talk as a group or as a family about how to deal with some things. Now, as you circle back, this is your opportunity, if you're a parent, to actually step back and let your kids take the lead on problem solving for themselves. Let them arrive at solutions and then find ways that you can help facilitate their vision. Finally, when you're done with the discussion, decide as a family what to do with the bag of uncertainty. Should it be folded and rolled up? Should it remain open so that people can still put things into it? Should it be burned to let go of all of these concerns and signify transition? You decide. There's no right or wrong here, but try to avoid just throwing it in the garbage. You can teach your family how to overcome their fears and anxieties by showing them how to address uncertainty in a positive, healthy way. Teach them to acknowledge their feelings, to be open to possibility and opportunity, and keep uncertainty an ongoing dialogue in your home.